Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. 7 years ago, a young woman in El Salvador, a very, very right-wing country by the way, who goes by the name of Guadalupe, had a miscarriage. Now, abortion is illegal in that country, but there was no evidence that she intentionally terminated her pregnancy. She went to the hospital for help when she started having difficulties, and the doctors terminated the pregnancy. But in spite of all this, she was arrested, tried for fetal homicide, fetal murder, and sentenced to 30 years in prison, simply for having a miscarriage. And she's not the only one. There are at least 29 women in El Salvador serving long sentences for the same crime, regardless of the circumstances. This might seem like something that could happen only in a backwards foreign country. But the fact is that if our anti-abortion crowd here in the U.S. get their way, the same thing could become pretty common here, especially in the red states. This is the purpose of personhood laws: to control women, to frighten women, to put them in jeopardy at every stage of their life. And of course, the for-profit prison industry would love to have another reason to lock people up so that they can make some money. We have people in this country that are as backward as in any other country in the world, including El Salvador. In 1987, for example, a judge in Washington, D.C. ordered a critically ill 27-year-old woman to have a cesarean section, which resulted in the death of both the woman and the fetus. The judge had been warned by doctors that the C-section had a very high percentage of killing the woman. But he ordered it anyway. And there was no consequence for him because of that. I think he should have been thrown in jail. Being anti-abortion is not being pro-life. Anti-abortion laws force women to have children who are unable to properly care for them, often condemning them, both the mother and child, to a life of poverty. If you want a child to be born into this situation, you're not pro-life. You're pro-birth. You also are pro-poverty, pro-misery, pro-heartbreak, and pro-despair. Thanks for listening.